Hey, Tom.
Hey, Shaka.
Earlier, sorry, I almost fell. That's what happens to old guys. I was in SNCC just as it was morphing from civil rights towards Black Power.
The Student Nonviolent
And I met a lot of the old timers. Yeah. Yes, I met a lot of the old timers, Fannie Lou Hamer, Willie Ricks, and some of these other folks.
Whoa.
And boy, they had interesting stories to tell. But I'm going a little tangential, but I really want to talk about Hoover and the impact that he had on the Black community.
Wait a minute. Oh, J.Edgar Hoover. Yeah, okay.
J.Edgar Hoover. If you see Marcus Garvey's movement, it was spiritual, it was economic, it was cultural. You had legions of people marching through Harlem. Black men, black women. The drugs, all horrible things that impacted the community, the impoverishment, the doing away of black economic base. None of that would have happened if Garvey's movement would have been, allowed to survive. And that was one of Hoover's jobs.
Who was Garvey and what was his movement? He was a leader of SNCC?
Marcus Garvey.
Oh, Marcus Garvey.
No,
okay.
No. Marcus Garvey, back way before SNCC, before any of us were born.
Right.
But, yeah, I went a little off. But Garvey's movement, just look at the pictures and you'll see, legions of black men, black women standing with their uniforms. I think the women's group, a little chauvinistic for those days, but it was still beautiful.
Yeah. What era was that, Shaka? Forgive my lack of knowledge of that.
Sure. I would say it was around the 30s.
Okay.
I'm bad with dates myself.
No, it's all good.
You share that.
Got it.
But just look at the pictures. And the pictures are in Harlem, the pictures in Brooklyn, those places that were ravished by drugs and stuff. If those black men and women had been allowed to continue their movement, they joined for $1. Some people sent $1 in to join his movement. And it would have, he had ships, actual ships, to bring goods from Ghana to the U.S. It was called the Black Star Line. And to bring goods from Ghana to the U.S. and goods from the United States. J.Edgar Hoover sabotaged those ships, knocked the propellers off them, did all kind of stuff. There was agents put in who pitted Garvey against W.B. Du Bois. And those were two leaders that would have done tremendous things. Garvey on a grassroots level, Du Bois on an intellectual Pan-African level.
Yeah.
He was partners with Kwame Nkrumah, the famous revolutionary from Ghana.
Yep.
Those things, Tom, they're rarely mentioned, but those things, it just tremendously impacted the black community.
Yeah. Well, Hoover was an open advocate of white successy. He made no bones about it. There wasn't a single black man working in the FBI.
Well, no, you're wrong. He had a shoe shine man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Yeah, and he touted that, actually. He said, oh, yeah, we have a black man, shoe shine man.
Wow.
I know people that were around, some elders, most of them have gone on now. They, he was gay, for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Hoover and Clyde.
Other than me peeking in the window. And he was probably black.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he had all kind of crazy stuff going on in his head. I'm not slandering the gay thing, but I'm just saying.
No, I totally get it.
Gays, but at the same time, he was gay. He was.
It's the worst kind of hypocrisy. Shaka, thanks. Thanks for the story and thanks for the backstory. And you should write a book.
Sure.
It's fascinating stuff. Great talking to you. Thank you. We'll be right back. 21 minutes past the hour.